Welcome back to another one of Brian's bright ideas. And today, my bright idea is Bitcoin once again. And Bitcoin's really in the news right now. It has made a fresh all-time high today, trading just a hair under $70,000 per Bitcoin. It was 69.8, I believe, but it has retraced. It has come back in. Seen a lot of volatility in Bitcoin. I think over the last few months, we've talked about Bitcoin. We talked about the ETF and approval, and everyone kind of front ran that trade. I don't know how to speak. So the prices of these miners and these things all shot up in December, and buy the rumor, sell the news is the old Wall Street adage. And that was, if you followed that, you did very well because you bought that rumor, it ran up, and then you took some gains and then sell the news when the news came out that they're doing it. Everyone knew it was coming. So it was an event to punish those who were not in the know and not in there early. Now, our next event that's coming up is the halving of Bitcoin, where it becomes twice as hard to mine Bitcoin. So over the past several halvings, we have seen the price basically quadruple, but not instantaneously. It takes Bitcoin quite a while to move. So let's go ahead and look at my charts that I have. I've got a couple Bitcoin price charts, one that's pretty colorful and one that's just what's going on. And then we're going to look at a couple stocks. And of course, the wonderful service that we have here at Zacks, Blockchain Innovators, which looks at Bitcoin, of course, and then all the companies that surround the Bitcoin ecosystem, often referred to as the blockchain. All right, so first up on the chart, we have the Bitcoin price here, and this is over the last 5 days. So, basically what I'm talking about here is the sudden burst up high over the last few days. We jumped up, we came back in, we jumped up to fresh all-time highs here this morning, and right straight down, $5,000 price decrease. Now, is that a lot of money? Is that a big move? Not really. I mean, we're still up over the past 5 days, 5%. So a lot of gamesmanship going on here, and the traders touching all-time highs and then quickly selling, trying to at least game the system. So might be some shorts up in there still, trying to manipulate things, as all buyers and sellers do. Buyers try to manipulate the price higher by buying. Sellers try to manipulate the price by selling. All right, I got this great chart here, courtesy of blockchaincenter.net. I just thought it was super cool. Super colorful. Let's take this with a grain of salt, okay? A grain of salt, because that's all it is. This is just a chart that is put some colors on, possibly a statistics or something like that, and trying to say, like, hey, sell at the top. Maybe it's still cheap here, but they're trying to imply that it's going way higher with this chart. It's a neat little thing. It's colorful. It's pretty. I like shiny things. Who doesn't? All right, let's get to the real stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at a couple stocks here, and the first one that we're gonna do is Riot Platforms, and it's RIOT. It's a Zacks rank number 3. It's a hold, even though it just beat earnings just a little bit ago. You can see on that chart there where the beat is. D for value, B for growth. Of course, this is a miner. It's got a good sized market cap of $3.4 billion. And is very liquid. 28 million shares trade on the daily. So I'll just do this quick thing. We can see it kind of ran up into the idea of the Bitcoin thing, ETF coming on, and then sank, and now we're all the way back up and coming back down again. Even though Bitcoin reached brand new all-time highs today, the stock is off 8% trading today. All the Bitcoin names suffering a little bit today. All right, let's go to our next one. It's Mara. This is another one. It's twice the size. We got 6.8 billion as market cap. It is super liquid. 83 million shares traded. Again, we do the same thing. We go up, we go down into the ETF approval, and we come back up. They just missed earnings. That's what that red arrow indicates right there. Stock has come in significantly, and we're off 10% today. So it's Marathon Digital, M-A-R-A. Now, I heard someone talking, and I can't purport that this is true, but I think they hold a lot of Bitcoin. I think they did an offering not too long ago to pay for expenses. operating expenses, and they've been trying to store some Bitcoin. So they're holding a lot of Bitcoin, which helps their stock price. When Bitcoin moves up, when it slides, I don't know that Bitcoin is down 10%, but that's what happens. All right, finally, we're going to take a look at Coinbase. This is, the big platform that a lot of people use. You're buying and holding. They just buy it there. They hold it there. It's Coin, C-O-I-N. It's a Zacks rank number 1. That's a strong buy. F for value, because a lot of analysts and old value-oriented investors don't see the potential here. Growth is a D. People like Jamie Dimon still think it's a nothing burger and it's going to zero, and governments are going to regulate it down at nothingness. 55 billion market cap, so it's a big boy. Runs up, feels the pain, but then as Bitcoin, we start seeing all this ETF action and the inflows into all those different ETFs, and that's been pushing and pressuring the price of Bitcoin to move a lot higher of late. So you can see that there's a lot of ways to play Bitcoin. It's not just the miners. There are several ways. And one of our great services here at Zacks looks at all of the plays and all the different ways to invest in Bitcoin. And it's Blockchain Innovators. It's written by buy and hold David Bartosiak. So Blockchain Innovators looks at a bunch of stocks. Now, my chart shows you just a few of the top movers, but I'm going to highlight that AMD and NVIDIA were bought in 2018, 2019, Camtech was bought in 2020, Agilis, it was bought in 2020, and Amazon 2022. But I'm going to highlight this section right here. Look at these gains. These are tremendous. I mean, this type of thing you dream about. 1,000% gainers here. Dave is definitely a buy and hold type guy. He buys it and he hangs on to it. He likes to let the stock do the work for him. And boom, what has he got? He's got 1,000% gainers. That is not too shabby in any universe of anything. But obviously, Bitcoin is a new item. It's a catchy thing. And it's good for a lot of investors. Maybe a small exposure, 1% to 2% of your overall portfolio might want to be in this type of thing. A lot of the charts suggest that the Bitcoin, the coin is going to move higher. The price in dollars is going to move higher. There's the halving event coming up in April. Could be a little front running time right now to get into it, even though it's reaching all-time highs right now. A lot of people suggest that they've got crazy price targets on it. I've seen 120,000. I've seen 150,000. And our good old friend Kathy Wood from ARK Investments, she is suggesting $2 million per Bitcoin in 6 years. So let's hope it goes there, especially if you have a Bitcoin. All right, that's it for this time. Be sure to join me next time when I take a look at another bright idea. But until then, why don't you go to Zacks.com/promo for all of our latest promotions.